Hi there. I'm Bee Sedgwick, founder of something called Spirit Moxie, and we do events twice a month called Corner of Calm. And I usually talk a little bit at the beginning of them. And at the last one, I started talking about ideas and insights and um, sort of who owns them and how they play out. And I realized I never even went and listened to it. So what I actually said, I don't know. But I've been thinking a lot about what I really, really wanted to say. Um, First of all, it's always important to give credit where credit is due when you're using an idea or a concept especially a quote or a book or an exercise or something like that. And I think anybody listening to this probably knows that. But I've been intrigued about things like various insights or concepts that are feeding us right now. And two of them, um, when Spirit Moxie started in 2013, um, no one was using. You hear them all the time now. And I know they didn't get them from Spirit Moxie, but still, there's that whole point that little things make a difference. So our tagline is little things that can change the world, and it's still true. And we hear about that. We hear about changing the world where before people were like, yeah, really? I mean, we're not going to do that. So there was that one. And another one that you don't get quite as much now, but the whole idea that chaos can be positive. Chaos creates change, and change can be positive. Chaos doesn't, not change exactly, something new. Something new can be born out of chaos. So I've been sort of amused by the fact that when it started, it was like people were like, yeah, right. And all of a sudden it was like, well, this is what's true. Well, there's some other things, like as some of you know, I play with time and I'm reading more and more and more about time, the wisdom of the body, which I've always known I've gotten from somebody else, but some of the time stuff I wasn't sure about. And I'll just use those as examples. There are other people's work that I use all the time, and if you work with me, I talk about them. The important thing I wanted to share here, which is really, really important, I think, is how we hold our insights and our wisdom, our yeah, and even our projects or our pieces. Yes, if somebody is actually plagiarizing, I'd do something about it. But I mean, even the word moxie, when Spirit Moxie became a thing, nobody was really using it. And now, if you Google it, if you, I need to figure out how to get farther up in the Google thing on that one. But it's trademarked, so if somebody starts using that, I can tell them that. The underlying piece of this, though, is just the delight in how things evolve and how ideas become real, become commonplace. And I want to invite you in when you go to a place of presence where all that matters is right now. There is you can hear, you can feel a joy in knowing that there's agreement that little things can change the world, and that there is really a call for many of us to change the world, or that chaos is uncomfortable, but maybe there's a little spark that something else can happen. There's a way that I use perfect that I've now beginning to see in other people's work. So love what you do, but don't hold on to it so tightly that you can't go out and feed the world, that you can't laugh at yourself just a little bit, that you can't grin, that people are beginning to realize the quote that I came the other day, that when time slows down, you get more of it. When you slow down, you get more time. That's it. When you slow down, you get more time, which isn't my quote, but it supports exactly some of the things that I teach or share, rather. Um, and I think that's it. I'm inviting you into presence and joy. And I think that's enough. Thank you.